What's up? It's me, That Rat 289, back at it again with another OC Hunger Games. This time, replacing Ginger Stripe, we have Starmender, another metal cardboard OC. It's pretty much the same thing as last time, so let's just jump into it for episode 2. As the tributes stand in the podiums, the horn sounds, Tanuki Paw, Featherbolt, Jason, Silver, Warka, Atoll, and Nui all run away from the cornucopia, but Featherbolt manages to snatch some leather and a rope. Steeljaw grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. Saisei runs away from the cornucopia. Livla and Notos fight for a bag. Livla gives up and retreats. Arane snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag. Charlotte runs away from the cornucopia. Khan runs away from the cornucopia. Adrian grabs backpack and also does not realize it's empty. Atoll grabs a backpack, also not realizing it's empty. Kane runs away from the cornucopia. Blue Thunder, Pico, and Kayla get into a fight. Blue Thunder triumphantly kills them both. Cyrus runs away from the cornucopia. Starmender clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Crowwing, Fuyu, and Rora also run away to finish off the cornucopia. Orca diverts Starmender's attention and runs away. Rora chases Saisei. Khan, Livla, and Fuyu hunt for other tributes. Featherbolt and Silver split up to search for resources. Nui discovers a river. Cyrus thinks about home. I bet you miss your crew, Cyrus. I bet you do. Arane and Crowwing hunt for other tributes. Notos receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Kane, Blue Thunder, Adrian, and Steeljaw raid Jason's camp while he is hunting. Tanuki-Paw stalks Atoll. Charlotte travels to higher ground. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance because Pico and Kayla are out of this already. Arane receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Blue Thunder screams for help. Ah! Starmender, Steeljaw, and Tanuki-Paw discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Kane and Silver run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Orca tends to her wounds. Jason is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Just transform into a wolf to have some fur, dude. Just transform into a wolf. It's literally your whole thing. Charlotte catches Saisei off guard and kills him. Notos is awoken by nightmares. Rora, Cyrus, and Livla sleep in shifts. Featherbolt goes to sleep. Fuyu and Adrian fight Khan and Nui. Fuyu and Adrian survive. Oh my god, a kitsune and a Pokemon trainer managed to kill the God of Light and the God of Darkness. I'd love to see how that matchup goes down. I wonder if it's anything similar to facing the Crowsma. Crowwing thinks about home. Atoll receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Crowwing receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. What is all this medical supplies? Kane makes a slingshot. Arane, Adrian, Cyrus, Tanuki-Paw, and Livla hunt for other tributes. Featherbolt tries to sleep through the entire day. That is literally what they do all the time. I'm sorry for giving you so much chronic pain. That is literally what you do. Rara constructs a shack. Worka receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Now that's something new. Steeljaw discovers a cave. Charlotte, Atoll, Blue Thunder, and Starmender hunt for other tributes. Fuyu receives a hatchet. Notos defeats Silver in a fight, but spares his life. And Jason dies from hunger. Saisei, Khan, Nui, and Jason are all dead. And in the lead, tied for lead is Blue Thunder, Fuyu, and Adrian. Now, today, I'm actually gunning for Charlotte to win because I really want to redesign their human form, but I also have some good ideas for Worka's redesign. So, just voting for Destruct 2 this time. But at the same time, I also really want to do Starmender. And Atoll hasn't been updated in ages. And let's just move on. Fuyu attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Livla receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Rora defeats Charlotte in a fight, but spares her life. Work and Silver hold hands. Tanuki-Paw tends to his wounds. Steeljaw stays awake all night. Notos kills Cyrus as he tries to run. Crowwing, Kane, Featherbolt, and Starmender tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Blue Thunder loses sight of where he is. Adrian thinks about home. Atoll tries to treat his infection. RNA attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Kane, Featherbolt, Silver, and Fuyu all raid RNA's camp while he is hunting. Blue Thunder kills Steeljaw with his own weapon. Notos bitches. Worka searches for firewood. Adrian thinks about home. Starmander, Tanuki-Pot, and Rora unsuccessfully ambush Atoll, Leela, and Charlotte, who killed them instead. And there's Starmander out of the running. Crowing camouflages himself in the bushes. Cyrus, Steeljaw, Starmander, Tanuki-Pot, and Rora are all dead. And in the lead is Charlotte with 4 kills. Goddamn girl. District 2, doing good. Notos ambushes Atoll and kills him. Atoll. Damn it. I really wanted to draw Seawing. Man, I just like drawing dragons. Crowing starts a fire. Kane attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. The duality of man. RNA defeats Silver in a fight but spares his life. Featherbolt screams for help. Ah! Worka questions her sanity. Charlotte receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Leela is unable to convince Adrian not to kill her. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, Leela. No! Fuyu is awoken by nightmares. I bet you were. Blue Thunder attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Crowing kills RNA with a sickle. Kane discovers a river. Silver sees smoke rise in the distance but decides not to investigate. Probably some sort of forest fire you caused. Charlotte tracks down and kills Fuyu. Blue Thunder tries to spear fish with a trident. Worka attends to Notos' wounds. Adrian hunts for other tributes. Atoll, Leela, RNA, and Fuyu are dead. And there goes Charlotte! No! As Notos repeatedly stabs Charlotte to death with scythes. Oh man. Featherbolt and Blue Thunder tell stories about themselves to each other. Silver receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Adrian loses sight of where he is. Crowing thinks about home. Kane and Worka tell stories about themselves to each other. And here is the feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tributes' families. Silver decides not to go. Blue Thunder steals Worka's memoirs. Kane and Adrian decide to work together to get more supplies. Crowing falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Featherbolt decides not to go to the feast, along with Notos. Silver makes a slingshot. Featherbolt practices his archery. Kane and Worka hunt for their tributes. Notos tends to Blue Thunder's wounds. Adrian travels to higher ground. Charlotte and Crowing are dead. District 2 not doing any good anymore. Let's see. We have Worka, Featherbolt, Kane, Notos, Blue Thunder, Silver, and Adrian still alive. Oh man. Just District 2 not doing any good anymore. Charlotte died with 5 kills, but Work is still in the running. But tied for first place, now we have Blue Thunder, Notos, and Adrian, all with 3 kills. And the rest have no kills. Oh, Kane's in there too. Kane. Honestly, I wouldn't be too angry if Kane won because I do really like drawing them. Notos and Kane talk about the tributes still alive. Featherbolt, Blue Thunder, Adrian, and Worka tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Silver loses sight of where he is. Yep. Worka begs for Notos not to kill her. He refuses, keeping Worka alive. Let's go, Notos. Silver runs away from Blue Thunder. You can fly. Adrian and Kane hunt for other tributes. And Featherbolt falls into a pit and dies. They can also fly. Only one dead. Only one still alive is Featherbolt. Only one still alive. Adrian looks at the night sky. Blue Thunder sets an explosive off, killing Worka, Silver, Kane, and Notos. All my favorites to win just died. And Blue Thunder poisons Adrian's drink. He drinks it and dies. Vorga, Silver, King, Notos, and Adrian are dead. That means the winner's Blue Thunder. The winner's Blue Thunder. Oh my god. I mean, I wanted to give them individual rep sheets, but I never imagined I would be doing Blue Thunder first. Oh my god. Well, on to the art, I guess.